I can't believe it. I only do it on this stream.
This is the third time he's done it.
This is the third time.
It's not you, Jeff. He just forgets the button.
Sorry about that, y'all. We fixed it. Okay, so welcome.
Still not?
No, it is. They're catching up.
Okay.
Yeah, they're catching up. Welcome, everybody. Sorry about that again. So, this is our last ink, dedicated kind of ink swatching video. We are going to do browns, blacks, and grays and some little random stuff. We're always getting new stuff. Pens and inks, knives, books, various things, art related. Plus, we want to show you some of the laser processes because we're doing that. So, Brianna and I are going to be making a bunch of content. On Monday nights, I think we're going to turn this into kind of a little hangout podcast, what we've got going, right?
Your random projects, my random projects.
Yep. New inks coming in, new pens coming in, new knives coming in.
I could do my drawings too.
Yep. Yeah. Talk about some live sketching stuff maybe. Come up with an idea, do a...
It takes too long to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Showing some ideas, though. Showing ideas, showing some techniques and stuff. That'd be cool.
Maybe. You mean like sketch a couple out and then go back with my ink and then
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we've got a couple ideas. A couple of other things that I want to do is... I was thinking about this ahead of time. I'm going to show you a couple things from... I want to show you a couple of things that we got this week. And if you have questions about them, we can talk a little bit more about them next week. Kind of do it like that.
Are you going to keep up with the questions?
Yeah, but they'll be in the comments. Put them in the comments below the video, not in the chat over here. Put them in the comments below the video. So first of all, I want to say thank you to Dog Dr. Tim because he sent us some really neat stuff. Let me get the overhead camera going, and I'm going to show you what he sent us. We'll get into the ink swatching here in just a minute.
Oh, is that something we could do?
What?
Knives with lasers? Like engrave it like my knife?
Yeah, but we have to get a different laser.
But that's something we could do?
If we get the right laser, yeah. All right, so Dog Dr. Tim sent us 3 dip pens.
That one's Mom.
This is Leslie's. These are glass dip pens, and this is super cool. Really, really cool.
You'll have to take more stills of this.
Yeah, because they have a lot more than you can see in. So basically, you dip this in ink. These spirals keep ink on the pen, and you can write a couple of sentences with this full of ink. A little dip jar here, and then these things roll around and break pretty easy, so it comes with a little pen rest.
It sits like this.
Okay, here you go. And yeah, so super cool. So this is Leslie's. So that's
do yours next because I'm going to use mine.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay. So this is the one that he got for Leslie.
We think.
Yeah, we got them in the mail and we kind of assumed by the colors because that one was purple. This one's kind of just a little psychedelic-y looking and a little bit thicker and stuff, so we assumed that this was mine. And then yours
Mine's
is right here. And this one, it's a Jaques Herbin.
Jaques Herbin.
Jaques Herbin.
Yeah.
Glass dip
I figured
pen.
that had something to do with it too, because I always say it.
Because you always say it like that. And this is Brianna's because green. Because everything green. So
my room is green.
Yeah. Her whole life is green. So there you go. So we'll push that one over there because she's probably going to use that. And then I got a couple other pens that came in that I want to show you that we can probably do full reviews on and talk about. This first one is called an Opus 88. This is the Opus 88 Omar. This has a medium nib on it. And this is actually a complete eyedropper. So this is pretty interesting the way this works. You take this section off right here, like right where this line is, and you just fill this up with ink. There's no container in there. It's just the pen itself. There's also a rod in here that plugs the end of it so that if you want to close off the feed for any reason, you can do that, and you unscrew it and pull it out here. So that's the Opus 88 Omar. And then this pen has quite a story, and I'll tell it at some point. This is a Gravitas Sentry in micarta. The reason I got this pen is because I wanted a pen to match my Chris Reeves Sabenza because it has the same kind of colors on the construction. It has a stainless steel section, so it's pretty heavy. This part's pretty light. This part's pretty heavy. Gravitas nib. So this is pretty cool. This came in from Ireland. So this has a whole story to it that we'll probably tell at some point. So it's a pretty neat pen. I had some problems with it. I had to fix it up, and I actually got another pen that I'm still having problems with from the same company. So we'll do reviews on it when we can kind of get some of those things sorted, and I can tell you the whole story. So there you go. I guess what we should do now is did you tap it for tone? No. Let's go ahead and grab a piece of paper and let's do some ink swatching. And if you have any questions about anything, lasers and knives, what's not to love? Exactly. Lightsabers. All right, so what do we got first?
Pilot Iroshizuku Fuyus that.
Yeah, just write it down. You'll see. This is a really cool. It's gray. So we're doing grays and blacks. And,
part of the entertainment is mine not being able to talk correctly.
Yep. Is that going to lay enough ink down for a swatch?
We're going to find out.
Oh, you haven't used it for this.
I haven't tried it. I'm experimenting.
Gotcha. It writes pretty finely. But it also writes really nice.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it's called.
A little. Yeah, it does fine.
Okay. Yeah. So it's gray with a little bit of purple. Oops. Sorry, now you don't have a tip anymore. That's the downside. No, I'm just kidding. That's a downside to a glass pen is you can't. And this is a lead crystal glass too, so that would be bad.
It's special paper.
What's that?
Jeff asked if it's a special paper or notebook paper.
Nope. This is Tomoe River paper from France.
Special paper. It's fancy paper.
Yep. Next. This is a different paper than we normally use, but it is the thing that's good about this is it really shows color really, really well. Gray almost looks like it has a silver sheen to it. It has a bunch of stuff. When it dries, I'll show you. It's interesting. There's a little purpley leaning to it. You can see it here in this thicker spot. Are you getting it all over?
Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have that happen today.
Cool.
It's fine.
We're doing a brown. This is Diamine chocolate brown.
I don't usually write that.
Just don't put your arm in the cap over there.
I don't know. I saw that.
Whoa, that's really dark. That looks like melted chocolate. I mean, it's called chocolate brown. But it really looks like...
Melted Hershey's.
Yeah.
Milk chocolate Hershey's.
Yeah, like legit dark chocolate brown. And especially when it's wet.
I'm playing with it right now, trying to see, like, how much does this actually hold?
Mm-hmm. Quite a lot. It's just tougher to put in a thicker line down. You got some brown on your finger.
It's ink, I swear.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow.
We don't have normal conversations. It's fine.
No.
I think I like this one, but I don't remember.
Yeah? What is it?
The Lexington Gray.
Oh, yeah. I like Lexington Gray. You're just going to get it. Oh, the pen doesn't fit in
It's fat.
Yeah,
Like-
so the pen doesn't fit in the ink sample bottle, so you have to... You got enough in there, though. Cool.
Yeah, I just have to, like, angle it and
Interesting.
do the things.
You know? This is Noodlers, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Lexington Gray. Wow, that's wetter.
I knew that, yeah.
And this is a dark, dark gray. Yeah, it's a lot darker. Somebody just ordered something. A loaded pickguard. Cool. Grays are interesting because...
Why does it look green?
Because it does. It does have a green tinge to it. I've seen that before, too. I was going to say grays are interesting because they...
Can pull so many different
Yeah.
things.
And sometimes it's just too light. Like, it's like, why are you even writing with this? Because it's just not even enough. But I do like that. Lexington is probably my favorite.
Ooh, and now it, like, is all gone.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that all over me.
Cool. We've also moved to using a terry cloth towel instead of paper towels.
Terry cloth, that's just a towel.
Or, I mean, just a regular towel, I guess. Because for regular fountain pens, it doesn't put lint in the nib. And it's less wasteful. Because we have been going through so many paper towels that I just have to be like, all right, I have to figure something else out. Let me see how many peoples we got. 5.
5 to peoples.
5 of the peoples. Yeah, if we were to use regular notebook paper, it would like literally just soak in and you wouldn't be able to see any of the colors. Oh, this is Cocoa Shimmer.
Forgot I liked this one.
Yeah. Make sure you get a good swatch down because this is pretty neat. This is gonna
This one's pretty.
Yeah, this is gonna shimmer and change color and stuff and sparkle.
Sparkling. We went way different directions with that.
Sparkles. That's pretty cool. It's kind of reddish in the camera, but I think that's because of the gold that's in it.
I think it's pretty.
Look how fine you can get with that. Wow.
I didn't know I could do that.
No, that's pretty neat. As soon as we get through this page,
I did get it on there.
As soon as we get through this page, we will hold
Do
this
the
up.
same thing.
Yeah, so you can see it. That one might get an Instagram picture too, because
That one?
Yeah.
It needs one. It deserves it.
Yeah, because that's pretty cool. When I was in school, it was all Indian black ink. Yeah, so India ink's tough because it's a totally different thing, and it is shellac. There's shellac in it, and
What is that?
It'll gum up. You don't want to put it in a fountain pen because it'll gum it up.
No, I mean like what is shellac?
Shellac is so you know like what polyurethane is?
Yeah.
It is I think shellac is naturally occurring, but it is another kind of, it's another kind of like that, like a chemical that is a vehicle for color in a paint. Like you would say enamel, you would say urethane, you would say lacquer. Shellac is another vehicle for that. What is that?
Diamine Earl Grey.
Diamine Earl Grey is a great color.
I don't like that this gray and Lexington Gray are spelled different.
except that Lexington Grey is America and Earl Grey is English. That's why.
They're spelled differently.
I know.
I'm just saying I don't like
that's
they're
why
spelled differently.
Yeah, but you would say that these are colors, COLORS, and someone that says gray, GREY, would say COLURS.
Colors.
Yes.
Oh.
Colors.
No, that would be OU.
Or whatever. Maybe I said it wrong, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
That was a lot.
That's a lot.
I still got like...
Oh, I know. It's interesting how each ink has a different dryness and wetness to it. Like this stuff is actually pretty dry.
Mm-hmm.
What's next? I'm excited to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeller.
So this is what is it called?
Golden Sands.
Yeah, Golden Sands.
I like this.
It's actually sort of a yellow, but I put it in this category because it can go very brown too.
Very sparkly.
Super sparkly.
Natural thermoplastic.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Sort of like a very similar to what you would think of as like lacquer as. Lacquer, naturally occurring lacquer, usually comes from like a tree sap. This is Diamine Golden Sands, and this is a very interesting color.
My belly was excited too. Did you hear it?
Yes. Look at all the different colors happening in the Earl Grey now that it's drying. Very interesting. I've never seen it. I've never swatched it. I've just ridden with it.
You did too, swatch it?
Oh, maybe I did. Oh, I don't know. Because, you guys, you and Mom have finished your swatching stuff.
I thought you did.
I have not. No, I'm still...
Oh.
Yeah, there's stuff I have not swatched from my official swatch book yet. Earl Grey has a pewter look to it. Yes. Pewtery. That's a good... Yeah, definitely.
That might be a word I don't like.
Pewter. Pewter plum. A moist pewter plum.
No, moist doesn't bother me.
Moist does not bother you?
No.
Okay.
Plum, for whatever reason, does.
All right. I'm going to rinse this off, and then I'm going to hold that up while you figure out where you're going next.
But I need to put one more on this paper.
Oh, okay.
7. We're at 6.
Oh, okay. We got room.
I know.
Do it.
I don't want to do that one yet. What is this one?
And I'm also interested, once we get to the black, the two, because we have 3 blacks, and I would like to see them right next to each other.
What? I was reading.
It does look pewtery. Oh, hey. Caught y'all on a live stream. Just dropped in to say hello, but need to get the little one ready for bed. Hey, thanks, Nib Taylor. How's it going?
What were you saying? Because I was totally not listening.
He's a nibmeister. He tunes people's nibs.
I know, but you were saying something about pages.
When we do black, like we have 3 actual blacks. I want to see them side by side. This is Noodler's Walnut, probably. Mm-hmm. Noodler's Walnut's interesting because does it go a little green and really, really dark?
Mm-hmm. No, when it's light, it's green.
Okay.
And then now it looks very...
brown. Red. Sound a little more from the south way. Red? Jeez. Where are you from?
Georgia. South Augusta. I'm just kidding.
No.
I know.
You're not from there.
I know.
No.
It was a joke.
That's a big no.
It was a joke. Okay, now I see the red.
Say it again.
Red. No.
Left. That's an inside joke from many, many years ago. I wasn't even there.
It was from Vegas.
I was getting a tattoo.
I like that we both did it.
That's pretty funny.
She shouldn't have sneezed.
That's pretty funny. Okay, new piece of paper. Give me this one. Wow. All right, you take that. I'm gonna show them these colors because these colors are pretty cool. Whoops. Let's go the other way. We got Pilot Aroshizuku, however you say that. Kind of, this is what I was talking about. See how where it piles up, it turns a little purple, but then there's a little sheen to it, a little pinkiness, kind of cool. Chocolate brown is just literally dark brown, and it's really nice. It's just a really nice high saturated brown. Noodler's Lexington Gray kind of reminds me of writing with a pencil, sort of. And then Diamine Cocoa Shimmer. You got to see this one. This one's pretty cool. That one's got a bunch. Oh, there it is. That one's got a bunch of gold in it. Super cool. I had this in my Twisby Eco with a stub nib on it for a while, and it was amazing. Diamine Earl Grey. I love it. You're right, y'all. It looks like pewter. Yeah. And then Noodler's Walnut. Yeah, maybe it does have a little bit of... It doesn't have any shimmer in it. Noodlers doesn't usually put shimmer in their inks, but I can see where you would say that. Where it does... dark vermilion. Yeah, maybe. It is definitely, like, nuttier. It's interesting how this... No, I'm serious. Like, this is like a nut color, and that is a chocolate color. There is a difference. Like, definitely. And then Cocoa Shimmer Diamine Golden Sands is really hard to capture.
I like that one when I'm drawing.
But it's basically, if you could put gold, like liquid gold in a pen, there we go. That's what it is. Super cool. And it's got the browny red outlines on the heavy spots. Really, really cool. Cocoa Shimmer looks really cool. I agree. It's like one of my favorites of all time. Yeah, I like that. All right. Let's go into the next sheet.
We'll do the actual...
You want to do the actual blacks?
Because I know that one is one I want to do last, because that one is like my favorite.
You really like it?
I do.
Okay. Yeah, did you see me reach for the wrong glass?
No, I was talking about Jeff's comment.
Let's see. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend Robert Oster Cafe Crema. It looks like you're writing with a medium blonde coffee. One of my favorite. Interesting. And his name is Mr. Sips. So he must be really into some coffee-colored stuff. Makes sense. We are very much into coffee around here, too. We have many ways to make coffee. If you want a really good black that performs really well in a lot of pens...
This is what I use for all of my sketching.
Is it?
This is the one we put after Noodlers. This is the one that I'm using for all of my... You're missing one, Monteverde.
We're missing Monteverde.
I was trying to write and talk, and I wrote blam.
Let me go get it.
Instead of black.
That's an important one.
Can't write and talk at the same time, apparently. Yeah, that.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that bottle when I got all the bottles out, because that's like one of the main ones. Yeah, this Sailor Black is really nice. It's really saturated.
I'm trying to like hide my bland that I...
It writes really smooth. I had it in my Sailor what did I have this in? In my Sailor Pro Gear, and it was just an incredible smooth. It's hard to explain if you've not ridden with fountain pen inks before, but some of them are really slick and smooth and they feel really good. Some of them write a little drier and they give you more feedback through the nib like a pencil. Yeah, so. But Sailor Black is just a really, really high quality ink. Do any of these inks fade over time?
This is a very new hobby.
They can. I've been doing a bunch of research on it because we've been looking at using various things for various types of art. If you leave them in sunlight, they will fade. If you get them wet, different inks.
Can we do that?
We could. Different inks have different color fastness. None of the stuff we're using right now is permanent. So if you were to get it wet or spit on it or whatever.
Dog slobber in my case.
Dog slobber, yeah. This is Noodler's Black. This is a standard for a lot of people. I used to use it a lot. I do not use it now because...
I don't love it as much since Monteverde and Sailor.
Yes. This is a standard for a lot of people. It's a great black. The reason I don't use it is because I have some nibs that have various plating and stuff on them. And it was recommended to me by a custom pen maker to not use Noodler's ink in some of my pens that have fancier plating because the pH of the ink can make it to where it will break the plating down over time. So older Private Reserve ink and Noodler's ink have a higher pH.
Mm-hmm. Makes them more acidic.
Yep. And it...
You know what I'm going to do?
What?
Actually, because you wanted to see them.
You just want to do some side by side?
Yeah, down here. That way, because I only have 5 more, so you can have all your blacks on this one.
Okay.
Side by side, like you wanted. Which means I'm going to need to do another Sailor one, but that's fine.
Yeah, I want to see them really close together because that would be interesting. I've never done it. Something I've meant to do.
And we're still going.
There are some inks that... Oh, you just put in a... Noodlers for N.
Yes. I'm going to redo Sailor really quick.
Okay. There you go.
Noodlers is one of the more scratchy...
It's very wet. It's very thin. The viscosity of it is very thin.
Yes, I like...
Sailor is thicker.
Thick and smooth.
Yes. Mom does too. You put Sailor in a Sailor medium nib pen, which is what I had it in, and it is like writing on glass. It's like so nice.
That's a crappy mess, but
Whatever. It's fine.
everything's fine.
Might as well go do Monteverde next, huh? The Monteverde is interesting because it has an actual lubricant in the ink. It's called something technology. I want to say IPS, but that's an amp thing. You know, I can't remember what it's called, but
Not IPA.
no. Does it say it on the bottle? It might. Maybe it doesn't say it on the bottle.
Ink ITF.
ITF. Yeah. I don't know what it stands for.
Jeff, since we're Googling.
Yeah, I don't know what Monteverde ITF technology stands for, but I just know that it's a lubricant.
Oh, Jesus. It does not stick to...
It doesn't stick to glass pen, does it?
We're going to find out. But it doesn't want to.
It's a very fast ink. When you put it in a pen, you can write with it, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's so slick and so smooth. I have it in my... And it dries really fast. So this is my everyday carry pen that I carry everywhere with me. This is my tactile turn, or no, not tactile turn. Big Idea Designs, found in EDC. And this has an extra fine nib on it. And it has that Monteverde black in it, and that's what I use. Because it'll write on receipts, it'll write on terrible paper. Yeah, it'll write on everything. And I think it is because of that. Whatever's in it, it just makes it easy to live with. And easy to clean, too. It's really good ink, and it's cheap. I think that bottle is like, I don't know, $9 or something.
For that?
Yeah.
Good, because...
And you can see I'm using it, because I use it a lot. A lot. And you
I
use
lied.
it.
That's what's in my pens for drawing.
I think so too. This is pretty good though. You might like that in something. That costs like 3 times as much.
No wonder you gave it. I'm just kidding.
It's like $24 a bottle or something. But the reason I got it is because Sailor's really. Whoops, sorry. Just
What'd you do?
Smack you with a towel.
Oh.
Maybe I didn't. Sailor's really picky about like, don't use other inks in this pen, otherwise the plating might come off. I think that's
That's a marketing scheme.
maybe some, but that particular pen, I don't want to take the chance. Oh, you want to do it separate? Cool.
Well, you wanted a black page.
I do. Oh, okay. Let's look at these blacks real quick. So there's Sailor. You can see it's really, really saturated, really nice. Noodlers is not as saturated. And Monteverde, here, let's look at them all side by side. So there's Sailor, Noodlers, and Monteverde. Now, interesting, Monteverde has a little bit of a different tinge color-wise to it. Sailor is the blackest black, which is interesting. I've not, like I said, I did not put these. Noodlers is actually maybe a little blacker. But I like Sailor the best.
I like Sailor and Monteverde because I can use it to where I want it to look like a pencil.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can use it to where I want it to look like a Sharpie.
Oh, so depending on how you, what nib it is.
On what I'm shading.
Okay. Interesting.
And how I layer it.
Right. Here, show me what you're talking about.
Well, then give me that back.
Oh, okay.
What's in this one? Sailor?
No, that's Monteverde.
Okay.
And that's an extra fine, so that's exactly what we're talking about.
So I want this to be like black, right?
Mm-hmm.
All up here. But I want this to look more like pencils.
Uh-huh.
So with the amount of pressure that I use and the amount of ink that I lay down,
you can be black right there.
it gets to be super black, and then I can just kind of, just a little bit.
And that ink really does that well for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you can get those feathers, those, what do they call that? It's not stippling because that's dots. This is called, I forget what it is. There's a method name for that. But anyway. Yeah. So what she's talking about, you can see it better up close. Where she can kind of vary how much ink she's putting down.
Go get my notebook.
We don't have time because I actually have to work at 8 o'clock.
Oh, well, fine then.
So, because I have a Zoom hangout tonight for the other channel. That's why we had to move this up to 7.
Fair.
Ooh, this is one of my favorite inks ever of all time. Monteverde Scotch Brown.
This has the crap in it too.
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
The crap.
I love this color. It is, what I like about it is not as saturated as other colors and it shades really well. In fact, right with that on there too.
Okay. PCP with your EDC pen?
Have you tried PCB? What is that? Is it a Pilot ink? I don't know the answer to that. Because I don't know what your acronym is. I'm sorry. I must not spend enough time in the pen forums. Oh, Platinum Carbon Black. No. You know what? No, you know what? And I'm going to add that to my list. Here, right with that really quick.
I'm getting there.
Because this is an Edison medium, and it's such a great nib for a steel nib. And it's...
Ooh, I do like this.
I'm going to try some Platinum Carbon Black, actually. I've been meaning to try some. Yeah, this is my favorite.
Fanny.
Nice. This is my favorite color. And this pen demonstrates very well why I like this color, because the shading in it is so good. Scotch brown is really nice, like a rich rosewood on a fretboard. Yeah.
I like it because you can see how
You can see the ends of all your strokes. It shades really well. Here, I'll just hold that up right now.
just don't judge my spelling because can't write and talk currently.
No. So you can see where the ends of all the strokes are darker, and the middles of the strokes, it kind of gives you like a sunburst through it, to use another guitar term. And I really, really, really love that a lot. All right. We've got 4 more.
I'm going to use this pen for the last one, though.
Okay.
Because it's
kind of required.
Jaques Herbin.
Jaques Herbin. Noir Abyssal.
Mm-hmm.
Which stands for what? Black hoe?
Black hole?
I don't know. Abyss.
Abyss?
Yeah.
Isn't that Italian? Noir?
Yeah.
Is it really?
No, I don't know. It's probably French. It's probably French. It's because Jaques Herbin says it. That ink does not last very long in that pen.
No, it does not. I'm not done.
Oh, yeah, you need to give us a little swatchy swatch.
Swatchy swatch.
Platinum Carbon Black. That is on my list. Oh, wow. It's like not purple, but not gray. But not black.
That looks very blue.
Okay.
Ish.
Mm-hmm. Now it's going and going and going. Cool.
It feathers, though.
It does feather. Shade's really nice.
Is that Italian? Yes. Really?
Here's the problem, is we find all these ink samples. So let me just tell y'all, I may or may not have gone on to Goulet Pen Company this week.
You didn't do the thing. I may or may not. Mostly may.
Have gone onto the Goulet Pen Company's website and bought a sample of every ink on their new arrivals page. I think there was 12 or 13 of them. So that will be fun when it gets here. It was supposed to get here today, but we had a dang old holiday that messed up our...
Dang old. Okay.
I'm just kidding. That chocolate brown is going onto my list. Brown is one color I haven't yet thought about, but that one's really nice. I like brown because it makes it feel like you're writing sort of vintagey. When I put it in this pen and I write on a cream kind of paper, you know, it just like you're living in sepia sort of, you know, and I kind of like that. Diamine Eclipse is actually supposed to be purple, but it's not. It's like a dark, dark gray that sort of leans. It looks bluey purple on the pen, on the glass pen.
Well, the pen is like green.
Well, I know. That's what I know. It makes it look different. I'm just saying. It's not just gray, and it's not just black. There's a little expression to it there. It's kind of fun. Yeah, the Scotch brown is my favorite because of the shading.
I like it.
Chocolate brown doesn't, for my personal taste, doesn't shade as much. It's just dark brown. And I like the expression of this ink better. Two more. Diamine Graphite. Everybody says this is just like writing with a pencil because it's called graphite.
I was just say it's kind of called that.
Yeah. Not really.
No, it's not.
It's green.
It's green.
I've never swatched this before. It looks green.
I think it is green.
No, it's gray, like as it's drying, but it definitely is greener than anything else. Interesting. That's not what I expected at all. The other thing too is sometimes it doesn't look the same when it comes out of a pen. Like, I've only seen it in a really fine point. Like, if you look at that in a super fine nib, like, it's just going to look gray. But if you give it a little more chance to do its thing.
I don't need that bag.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to use the big one for this one.
Okay.
I love this one.
Brianna likes this color. What is this?
Diamine Ghost.
Diamine Ghost.
I did this on purpose. Look at all of this.
Ah. And she's using a different pen. She's using the Kakamori.
It lays down more ink, you want more ink for this ink.
Gotcha. Hello,
That
friends.
makes sense, right?
I'm enjoying this. Seems like it brings fun and joy back to writing. It sure does. I have Diamine Tobacco Burst arriving tomorrow. I also ordered the Honey Burst. Oh, I have the Pelham Blue, but I did not order the other Gibson colors. I also ordered that you all have not seen. There's a German-only series of Diamine colors, like rock and roll colors. And one of them, if you follow my other channel, you know that Leslie's favorite song is November Rain, and I have the November Burst Les Paul. And one of the Diamine rock and roll series colors is November Rain, but it's only available in Germany. So I actually had to buy it in Germany and have it sent over. I bought 3 bottles so that I wouldn't have to do that very often because it's really hard to find. But I did find it, and it's really cool. It's a green, really sheeny green. You really like that color, huh?
I do.
Cool. Well, let's hold those up.
It's very like... I don't know, it's just pretty.
Oh, wow. It does a lot of things.
It does purples, it does blues, it does like...
It's all in there.
Disney movie.
It does Disney movie. Yeah. And there's your Noir Abyssal.
That's the word. It does Disney movie.
There's
Fantasia. That's what it makes me think of. That scene in Fantasia with the flying horses all over, like with the clouds and stuff.
Okay.
That's it.
Man, that is really cool. Wow. That does more than...
I relate a lot of things to Fantasia.
I get it. Diamine Graphite. See how it turned green a little bit? It's gray still, but it's green. It's but there's a lot going on there depending on how heavy the ink is. It's pretty cool. Diamine Eclipse really leans purple. Monteverde Scotch Brown is my favorite on this page. I absolutely love it.
That's a good way to put it. Rainy mist color with the ghost shade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Way to put it.
Super cool. To be clear, this channel was already a surprise. You don't have any other channels that you're talking about. Just my guitar channel. Just this one and the Dylan Talks Tone channel. So on this channel, we...
You're a busy guy. Yeah.
I am a busy guy. So on this channel, we've had this channel for a long time, and we've put a lot of lifestyle stuff on it, like, stuff that's kind of off topic to the guitar channel here. And it's never really had a good direction. But since we got into this house, we have all been really leaning on the creative side of life. And so that's what this channel is kind of turning into. I collect pocket knives, make coffee. I have like every way to make coffee there is. She paints and draws with ink. And, we just got the laser, so we're doing all kind of creatives with that. So there's all kinds of neat things that...
And pets and...
Yeah. So we just wanted
this is more just daily lifestyle hobby kind of thing.
And we wanted it to be more of a creative outlet for us, like fun, creative, like exploring. Like a lot of this stuff I don't know. You know what I mean? I haven't been collecting fountain pens that long. in the grand scheme of things. And so just learning it, like the video we did about paper the other day. I'm learning this. Like it's not that, and I think that's part of the fun, because a lot of people think I know all this junk about guitars, and I mean, I guess I know some stuff, but I don't really. But this is really fun to literally not know anything and try stuff for the first time and see inks for the first time and give you these first impressions. You know, we've seen some of these because we've swatched them and I've used them in pens and stuff, but some of the stuff we haven't. Like some of the stuff we're getting this week, we've never seen.
Well, that's like the aspen color that we did last week.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know it turned red.
Oh, you're talking about
No, that's not right.
Lammy Azurite.
Yes, we didn't know it changed colors.
I actually
until
ordered a
somebody
full
in the
bottle.
comment was like,
yeah,
oh, it does.
Yeah,
this.
So it's super fun to explore all this stuff together, and we're really enjoying it. So you're a busy guy, yeah, for sure. It's been getting out of bed early in the morning, going out and running flat work on the laser, then coming in and making pickups, shooting videos, making coffee. Yes, we are going and going and going. I actually have a live stream on Patreon for the YouTube channel at 8 o'clock tonight. That'll probably go till 9:30. Then, of course, there's playoff hockey. So there's that. So I'll be up late. And then I'll get up tomorrow and do it all again. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. This has been super, super fun. Hell, I'm glad you started messing with fountain pens because I really enjoy writing. I stopped writing 20 years ago and now I enjoy it. Good, man.
I think it was good that we got back into it because I didn't write nothing except for orders.
Yeah.
Until we started like...
It's been a really good...
It's a good mental health avenue too.
It is. That's the thing for me is there's some days where I don't write anything. I literally sit down with a pen that I like and I'm just like, this chair is brown. You know, that's how it starts. Like my brain is so tired that's how it starts. It's like, this chair is brown, the floor is flat. You know, like you're not even writing anything of any meaning, but then all of a sudden your mind is triggered and you're really getting
venting.
Yeah, and it really helps. It really helps to
I do
center.
That too.
Yeah.
Especially after work.
Yeah. Thanks to you too, Brianna.
What did I do?
She just did stuff.
I got ink all over my fingers.
You did. All right, well, I got to go because I got to go do another thing right after this. So this has been fun. Thanks for hanging out, you guys. And we'll see you in the next video. If you saw the beginning of the video, there's some stuff we want to talk about next week. Go back and check that out.
Questions of
if you have questions, anything you want to see, whatever, and we'll talk about it next week. We'll see you.